Meet Martha, a 70-year-old woman who has spent her life caring for her family and community. But when she discovers a hidden admirer from her past, her world is turned upside down, leading to a heartwarming tale of second-chance love and emotional healing. Martha sat in her cozy living room, the ticking of the antique clock her only companion. The house was quiet, her children long grown and living their own lives. She had spent decades caring for her family, her community, and her late husband, John. But now, at 70 years old, she found herself alone. The house echoing with memories rather than laughter. Martha had always been content with her life, finding joy in the little things. But lately she felt a strange emptiness, a longing for something more. She pushed the thought away, attributing it to the loneliness of old age. She stood up, her bones creaking slightly, and moved to the window. The garden outside was a riot of colors, her pride and joy. She had nurtured it for years, watching it bloom and thrive under her care. Just like her family, she thought with a soft smile. As she turned back to the room, her eyes fell on a small, unassuming box tucked away on the mantelpiece. It was an old shoebox worn with age, and she hadn't opened it in years. A feeling of curiosity stirred within her, and she found herself walking over to it. Her heart pounding slightly, she took a deep breath and lifted the lid, revealing a treasure trove of memories. Old photographs, letters, and mementos from her past spilled out, each one a piece of her history. She picked up a faded photograph of herself as a young woman, her laughter infectious and her eyes sparkling with life. Beside her stood a man she barely recognized, his arm draped protectively around her shoulders. Harold, she remembered with a start. A man she had known briefly in her youth, before she met John. She had almost forgotten about him, his memory fading into the background of her life. But as she looked at the photograph, she felt a strange tug at her heart, a longing for something lost. She put the photograph down and picked up an envelope, her name written in a familiar hand, Harold's hand. She hesitated for a moment, then opened it, her heart racing. The letter was dated years ago, just before she met John. Harold had written it to her, pouring out his heart and his love. He had confessed his feelings, his dreams for their future together. But Martha had never read it. She had been young, naive, and afraid. She had chosen the safe path, the one that society had laid out for her. She had married John, built a life with him, and never looked back, until now. As she finished reading the letter, she felt a sense of sadness wash over her. Sadness for the life she could have had, for the love she had missed out on. But there was also a sense of longing, a desire to know what could have been. She put the letter down, her mind racing. She hadn't thought about Harold in years, had pushed him to the back of her mind. But now, she found herself wondering, what if she had chosen differently? What if she had taken a chance on love, on Harold? She shook her head, pushing the thoughts away. It was too late for what ifs. She told herself she had made her choices, and she had to live with them. But as she looked at the box of memories, she felt a strange sense of unease, like she had missed out on something important, something that could have changed her life. She put the box away, her mind heavy with thoughts. She couldn't change the past, but she could learn from it. She could choose to live her life differently, to take chances, to follow her heart, and maybe, just maybe, she could find the love she had always longed for. But for now, she would take it one day at a time, one memory at a time. And she would hope that maybe, just maybe, there was still time for second chances.